Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another discussion video, and today we have this thread right over here. It is called Name 3 Features You Would Like to See Implemented in the Next Not Yet Started Update slash Patch. And there's plenty of these out there where, obviously people talk about the features they want added. But today what we are going to be going over is obviously the original poster, a couple of people down over here who replied, and then we have a reply from a player that has received a dev reply, as you can see right over here. This dev reply is a reply to this post right over here. So that's pretty much what we're going to go over this video. Like always, I'm going to link this down below, and let's get right to it. So the original poster goes, "Hello," I said, "Howdy, fellow forum knights." Okay, forumites. Okay, it bothered me for some time that our voice is not well organized. I believe this may be the data backed off. Okay, I don't know what that is. Or fans priority list. I will gather the data. Voluntarily wrap up and prepare simple statistics for those after 1 week, 10 days time. It will be easier for me to see the replies in the format proposed below. Feature name, short description, link to existing thread is also a good option. 9 point, what is this, a competition? What in the world? Many of us would like to see some feature being worked on, but I find it very chaotic and spread across the whole length and width of the forum. My example, okay, so now he's giving his example of what he wants. First, nerf smithing. It is too OP right now. Okay, I feel like that's way too short of a description, my guy. How do you want to nerf smithing? Do you have any ideas? How exactly would it be done? I mean, I feel like that kind of description would be a lot better than just it's too OP right now. You know what I mean? But okay, I agree. Yes, it should be nerfed. They have 2 utilized rebel clans. Currently, there's no purpose they should exist apart from single act of rebellion. I agree. I think that they should build upon that system of rebellions. And then we have 3, rework economy. I believe trade requiring more polishing and skill itself should affect things. Plus, reaching 300 is hard and painful. All right, dog, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. Your descriptions are pretty lackluster. They're very basic. I think it should be like, at least give a little small paragraph of exactly, what the problem is and how you kind of foresee it being changed. You know what I mean? I think that would be a lot better, in my opinion. P.S. Small suggestion. I also believe we shouldn't judge anyone's ideas here, as there's no point of this. Man, you already know. Come on, man. Listen, dude. You're on the forums, man. Come on, man. That's why I'm only reading like a couple, because if I go too far down, we're gonna get into the those guys on the forums. But alright, so we have another reply from a person saying, first, he wants a bandit playthrough implementation, recruitment, take over hideouts and upgrade, and street gangs, more looting from raiding. Friendly bandit parties can follow you. Alright, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. The devs have stated that a lot of this stuff has been cut. I'm sorry, but that's just what happened. You know what I mean? I hate being the bearer of bad news. I definitely wanted this. I thought it'd be very, very cool to play that, but the devs have given us the bad news that unfortunately there are going to be some stuff added, but robust stuff like some of this right here, like recruitment, taking over hideouts, probably won't make it. 2, we have proactive quests. Would be nice if NPCs would seek you out for a task, more immersive. Again, I hate being this guy. That's probably not going to happen. The devs have stated that they have kind of like a set thing they want to do for companions, but they won't be as dynamic as, let's say, they were in Warband, which a lot of people don't like, but that's kind of the way they decided to go with it. And then 3, throne room, army camp scene. A gathering of in-person NPCs is necessary to vote on policies and FIFA assignments. I think this would be super cool. Again, I don't think it's going to currently happen, unfortunately, but I think this would be super cool to, actually have in person, like, voting and just, all the lords meet up and stuff. Yeah, I agree. And then we have another person saying, better relationship system. Let us feel our past actions. Real importance for the NPCs. More than your free stuff. Add specific dialogue options depending on traits, charm, and relationship. So they are adding more dialogue options depending on the traits of the characters, what their relationship is to you. They are doing that. That is in the works. Better relationship system. We're going to see what they have planned. I haven't heard too much about it, but we're going to have to see. And 2, politic intrigue. It should be something basic, but give us a tool to manipulate Lord's votes. Remember your enemies asking for your doctor. You asking your wife if there's an issue in the realm, or sending gifts to other lords. It's just more diplomacy in general. Obviously, the devs have said that there is going to be more diplomacy. Exactly how, don't know yet, but yeah, definitely agree with that as well. And 3, improve AI. No need to explain, I guess. Yes, definitely. CGI is a big issue, and some of the battle AI needs some work. Okay. And third person I'm going to look at is Blood Griffin, a very respected member of the community. First, we have a messenger system, remote communication, like sending scouts and stuff. I think this definitely is needed. We'll see. The devs have talked about it a little bit, not too much, but it's definitely needed. It's definitely needed. It will be kind of a robust change, but I think it will be a good one. And 2, we have AI Kingdoms offering peace to player faction. Yes, I think it would change up gameplay a lot if the AI proposed big things for the player to react to, instead of the player having to make the first step. The devs have talked about how they want the player to have the first step in most situations in the past, so I don't know if this would be implemented, but I do agree it would make for more dynamic gameplay. And 3, we have some kind of martial equivalent, general directive for a faction, suggest orders for lords and armies. We are getting that. That is on the way. It's a more basic version of pretty much, hey, go aggressive, go defensive, or choose what you want to do. But that is what we are getting. Now let's move on to this post right over here, and then a reply from the devs. So this person says, I'm going to try to avoid the obvious answers like AI, sieges, and temper my expectations to something I think should be achievable by even just a few days in a relative short amount of time. Okay? So first we have his faction only notifications. Bold green for net positive, bold red for negative, and colorblind mode for this too. Okay. So pretty much in the left corner, I'm guessing is where he wants this to pop up. In the left corner where a lot of the stuff pops up. If a lord dies in battle, overall, those notifications down there. That's where your income comes in every single day. That place. So he's pretty much saying like notifications like this allied lord has won this battle. This enemy lord has was taken prisoner. We do have this, but we obviously don't have it in the different colors. And then if it's bad, it should be in red. I think that makes sense. I think that would be a good quality of life change, definitely, and it will give you more information on what's happening in the world. Yeah. And he says, let's be honest, the current implementation of notifications is usually a sea of useless gray text. That is true. It does block up the screen, and usually I don't read most of it. And then he says, similar changes to relationship, gain/loss, no pop-up or noise is necessary. We can have relationship has increased with X by this amount, and if it decreased, it would be in red. I agree. I think this is really doable, and I think it's a good quality of life change. Yeah. Then 2, we have his high priority prisoner reminder. I did a mock-up image here. Okay. What is this? So deposit high value prisoner being... Wait, I'm confused. Here's my suggestion for a new UI element. Essentially, this is a quality of life improvement. In theory, every time you arrive at a summon with a prisoner, the value in red would pop up to save the player for 4 clicks in digging through menus. Sometimes it's simply more ideal to lock them up, because we all know we can't just be going around. I really can't read. Sometimes it's simply more ideal to lock them up because we all know they are just going to round up some peasants and start raiding again. Okay. Okay, so he just wants another button as soon as you hit the settlement to just deposit high value prisoners. Just an automatic button, just so you don't forget and they can get locked up. Okay. Here's what I would do. Let me go back to it real quick. What I would do is if you press go to dungeon, once you press that, then the button should pop up over here saying donate your high value lords and prisoners, or your high value lords or something like that. That's where the button should be after you click the go to dungeon thing. I think that would make sense for sure. Hold on, wrong one. Where are we at? I think that makes sense, and an extra button would be kind of cool. And then 3, better way to merge the player and AI parties when joining an ongoing fight. He did another write-up. Okay. Just trying to read through this as quickly as possible. Okay, so I think players should have the option to merge parties and armies more intelligently. Say the player wants to save some allies from being defeated. The player's army and party is capable of getting them out of this conundrum, so naturally they join the ongoing fight. But darn, now they have to command their troops simultaneously as the AI commands theirs. This can cause friendly AI commanders to do some strange behavior. Said functionality should be implemented when the time comes and is likely already planned. Okay. Furthermore, an option to request lords in a player's army or a lord of the players joining an ongoing fight to take command. Okay. Okay, so he states that, the ability to take command in a losing battle if you join it, so you can really take advantage of the numbers. Okay, that makes sense. And now we have the dev reply. So he says, for the first one, I agree with your points. Single player log needs improvement. I brought this up internally before, but I'll bring it up again. So he does agree that obviously having it color coded would obviously make a big difference. I also agree. And 2, I'll bring that up internally and see what the responses I'll get. I would personally prefer if the player used the party screen rather than the quick prison button, since we give much more information regarding influence gain and being able to inspect the prisoner with the right click, but I'm in favor of displaying a small notification in the settlement overlay about your current high value prisoners. Okay, so maybe what he's saying is, if I got this correctly, maybe like right over here where the castle is, there'll be notifications saying you have a high value prisoner, or maybe even on the right side of the go to dungeon, maybe put like a red exclamation point saying, hey, you have a high value prisoner in here, just to give you a reminder so you don't forget to deposit him. I think that exclamation point would be kind of good as well. And then he states 3, pre-battle deployment is currently under development. I don't want to give an ETA at the moment though, so stay tuned for that. But in general, with that feature, you would be able to assign captains to formations. If you're the encounter leader, it will address the issues you're mentioning. Okay, so you'll be able to reassign and assign captains to different formations. So that should help that, and probably more stuff is coming with this pre-battle deployment. Very cool. And he says thank you for the suggestions. And there it is. I know there's a lot of probably good ideas here, and there's probably pages of it, right? But I just wanted to cover what the devs had to say and kind of stuff that is coming in the future as a dev state, and possible changes that this person stated. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Go check out the thread. Go check out if you can find anything else that you like, or if you want to add to the thread, go for it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Ask me any questions, any concerns, and stay safe.